One minute, they're walking hand in hand at the Met Gala, and the next, divorce filings with zero explanation. In today's countdown, we're diving into the 10 most shocking celebrity breakups of 2025. Some ended quietly, some left fans heartbroken, and a few absolutely nobody saw coming. Stick around because the final breakup on this list is one of the most unexpected twists Hollywood has seen in years. For nearly 2 decades, Jessica Alba and Cash Warren were Hollywood's definition of stability. No cheating scandals, no messy headlines, just a seemingly normal marriage in a very abnormal industry. They raised 3 kids, built businesses together, and stayed far from the chaos of tabloids. That's why, in January 2025, Jessica's separation announcement hit fans like a lightning bolt. Court documents later revealed they had been living apart since March 2024, almost an entire year before the world found out. It wasn't bitter, it wasn't messy, it was simply heartbreaking. A reminder that privacy doesn't always equal permanence, and that even the strongest-looking foundations can crumble in silence. Engaged in 2022 with a dreamy wedding planned for 2025, Sydney Sweeney and Jonathan Davino were supposed to be Hollywood's next fairy tale couple. But reality doesn't always follow the script. Sydney, balancing blockbuster roles, endless press tours, and producing projects, reportedly felt crushed under the weight of it all. The wedding became one more obligation she wasn't ready to face. By early 2025, she quietly called it off. Friends insist it was mutual, with no drama, no betrayal, just ambition pulling ahead of love. It's a brutal truth. When careers move at full speed, relationships sometimes get left behind. They looked flawless together. Austin Butler, fresh off his Elvis success, and Kaia Gerber, modeling royalty in her own right. For 2 years, their chemistry dominated carpets and magazines. But whispers started late in 2024. Kaia spending New Year's alone, no Austin in sight. By January 2025, the split was official. Insiders said it wasn't dramatic, just a natural fade. But for fans, it was a shock. If 2 young, stylish stars with seemingly perfect chemistry couldn't make it, then maybe style really doesn't equal staying power. She once called him the most supportive man I've ever known live on national TV. But in 2025, Quinta Brunson filed for divorce from Kevin Anik. The reason? Irreconcilable differences. Handled cleanly thanks to a prenup. No scandals, no dirty laundry, just 2 lives heading in different directions. It's proof that sometimes even the most heartwarming love stories need an edit. She's a global pop icon, he's a rising star in film. Together, Dua Lipa and Callum Turner gave fans rare but powerful glimpses of a low-key, elegant romance. But in early 2025, the silence spoke volumes. The joint appearances stopped, and sources confirmed the split. Careers, once again, were the culprit. Dua focused on her next album, while Callum was tied to overseas shoots. 2 paths diverged, and love couldn't follow. Sometimes the industry doesn't break couples apart. Schedules do. She's one of the most private stars in music, hiding her face under wigs and keeping her personal life under wraps. That's why fans were stunned in March 2025 when court documents revealed Sia had filed for divorce from her husband Dan Bernard. Most people didn't even know they were married, let alone that they had a child together. There was no scandal, no drama, just a fiercely private woman quietly ending a chapter of her life. In a world where oversharing is the norm, Sia reminded everyone that silence can be just as powerful. Hollywood loved Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello. They were fiery, glamorous, and inseparable for nearly a decade. But in early 2025, they finalized their divorce after months of speculation. Insiders say there was no betrayal, no scandal, just 2 people whose goals and lifestyles no longer matched. It was a tough pill to swallow for fans who saw them as a rare example of passion lasting in Hollywood. But it turns out, even the strongest flames eventually burn out. This one slipped under the radar. While some breakups dominate tabloids, Rami Malek and Emma Corrin's split barely made a sound. By April 2025, it was quietly confirmed the two had gone their separate ways. No press statements, no interviews, no drama. For fans, the silence was almost louder than words. Sometimes, the quietest breakups leave the biggest mark because the questions never get answered. When Lily Allen and David Harbour tied the knot in 2020, it felt like a quirky, fun love story straight out of a Netflix rom-com. But by March 2025, reports confirmed they had quietly split. There wasn't cheating, scandal, or bitterness, just two very different personalities slowly drifting apart. Fans who adored their unlikely pairing were devastated, but it's a reminder that not every offbeat romance can survive real-life pressures. Rosalía and Jeremy Allen White were the unexpected couple everyone rooted for. She's a global music superstar. He's Hollywood's new critical darling from The Bear. Their chemistry was undeniable, and fans loved seeing them together. But by spring 2025, their relationship had ended, quietly, respectfully, without scandal. Insiders say their demanding careers and conflicting schedules made it impossible to stay aligned. It was one of those rare celebrity splits where both walked away. From whirlwind romances to decade-long marriages, 2025 proved one thing: love in Hollywood is never simple. Some of these splits were quiet, others shocking, but all of them remind us that behind the red carpets and flashing cameras are very real people facing very real heartbreak. Which breakup surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking celebrity news.